Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and it's mailbag time. If you missed our live show, friendly reminder, we go live every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. We're also going live on Thursday night, so, hey, stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good time. Let's go to the first one. Rolling in here, Bingo Raider. If the Raiders trade for Rodgers, could OBJ also be coming to Las Vegas? OBJ, those rumors, I feel like they're never going to die as long as he's a free agent because he's such a big name. I'll also say, though, it is an intriguing name, especially because if Hunter Renfrow is involved in a deal, you need to be able to replace him. I've said for a long time that if Aaron Rodgers comes to the Raiders, you're probably also going to bring in his best friend, Randall Cobb, so that's something to watch out for. If OBJ's healthy, there's going to be teams interested in him. If he wants to come play for the Raiders on a cheaper deal, sure, let's go for it. I'm not going to break the bank, though, on Odell Beckham. 2 ACLs, it scares the hell out of me. I do know this, Bingo. I'm going to be screaming on top of my lungs if the Raiders do pull off a move for OBJ, if they pull off a move for Aaron Rodgers, whatever it is, we're going to be making a video about it. So if you want free videos around the Raiders, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and if you want to be a part of the Noti Gang, what is the Noti Gang? The people that comment on my videos first. So I released a video on February 7th, Tuesday. The first 5 people to comment, Jake Smith, Raider Sancho 83, Aaron Sabo, Raider Fan Goat, and then Gaming Crab. See a lot of animals in the chat. So shout out to all of you, and especially Goat and Crab, because y'all don't even have thumbs. Let's go to the next one. Rolling in here from Stone Cold, not effing around, James Lillard. I'm hearing no more than a 5th rounder for the Saints. I hope that the Raiders were able to get more for a 5th, more than a 5th for DC. But if you're the Raiders and it's like, hey, 5th round pick, or we're just going to end up cutting you, what would you do? There is a little bit of debate, but you do also have to remember, if the Raiders trade Derek Carr, and if it's February 16th and the Saints are like, you know what, I don't really want to do the trade anymore, he's on the books for the Raiders, and that really changes up a little things. I'm hoping, though, you can get more for a 5th. Let's go to my favorite fruit, Papaya Man 89. If Rodgers comes to the Raiders, when do you think it would be made public immediately after Carr is cut? It's a good question. I don't have the answer for that. I mean, when you've seen the amount of stuff, rumors happening, I do think it ends up happening after Derek ends up either getting cut or traded. The date that I've had floating in my mind for just random reasons, last offseason, made a video. Davante Adams moves to Las Vegas on March 4th. 13 days later, new league year, Davante Adams is a Raider. Made a video on Aaron Rodgers on the 2nd, I believe. Yeah, the 2nd of February. February 15th would be the day that a deal would go down. Also the date that Derek Carr has to get moved. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but that's the date in my mind. Let's go to Steven. Aaron Rodgers, let's go. 4 just win, babies. Real ones know what that means. Shout out to you, Steven, from Long Beach. Let's go to Mike Winters. Put a jacket on, Mike. Thanks for supporting the show. Cameron Sproul. Better accomplish Brady's 7 Super Bowls or LeBron all-time scoring champ? It's Brady's 7 Super Bowls, and it's not even close to me. Like, what do you mean? What? It's not even close. I mean, Brady has all the records for passing. Like, 7 Super Bowls. The only other, championships is the only thing I'll look at. But the fact that Brady's got 7 Super Bowls over LeBron all-time scoring champ? Nah. You compare him to Michael if you want. Raider Drew 400. If we can't trade Carr by his guaranteed money deadline, can we make him a post-June 1st cut? You can. The Raiders aren't doing that, though. You can make him a post-June 1st cut, and you're still going to end up saving $33 million. The Raiders will. However, though, he still gets that $40.4 million guaranteed. I know Mark Davis does not want to give Derek Carr $40.4 million guaranteed dollars, because he's already invested a lot in him, and he's got nothing to show for it. Whether that's all DC's fault, that's a whole nother discussion. But no, that's not going to happen. February 15th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. After that time, Derek will either be traded or cut. Nothing else besides that. Now, today's mailbag is presented by AG1, and I'm really excited to have these guys as a sponsor. Why? Because I'm trying to be a lot healthier this new year. We party hard. There's no doubt about it. So, I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted immune support and wanted a supplement that tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. My grandma always said the early bird gets the worm, and AG1 inspires and motivates me to get as many worms as possible every day. AG1 really helps me getting my day started. Getting out of bed, especially when you got to take your girlfriend to the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning, it can be difficult. I just mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water, drink it first thing each morning, done. Simple. I also like that it costs less than $3 a day. It's pretty good if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality source ingredients. It's a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need for your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. The link's going to be available for you guys in the comments and in the description of today's video. Let's go to this next one. We're rolling in here from D the Raider. Let's say the Saints and Jets don't trade for Carr. Who else could do it? I think a sneaky team would be the Carolina Panthers, because I think anybody in that NFC South could do it. If you add Derek Carr to your team, you have a chance to win that division. And if you have a chance to win the division, I believe that's appealing to the team, and I also know that that's appealing to DC. Another team that this one would be like a wild one, the Houston Texans. And the reason why I say that, DeMeco Ryans was given a 6-year deal. If I'm DeMeco Ryans, I look at that roster, and I'm like, man, there is so many holes on that roster. You're at the number 2 pick. If I was DeMeco, I would trade back. Try to get as many picks as humanly possible if I was Houston, and then go get yourself a quarterback to just buy yourself some time for a year or two and then build from the ground up, because Bryce Young's not going to fix that team. There are rumors that he won't take QB, and I've said it before. If you hire a defensive-minded guy, are you going to hire a defensive-minded guy and then draft Bryce Young? I mean, yeah, you could do it. If I was Houston, I had 6 years, I would build. And I'd build the defense, I'd build up all the pieces, and then you might even say Houston's going to be bad next year. You might be able to just get Caleb Williams or Drake May. Both of them are options. So what's going to happen here with Derek? I mean, I'm going to keep asking you guys this question for a very, very long time until something does actually go down. Type T for trade, type C for cut. What's going to happen with DC? Let's go to my guy, Raider Sancho. When are you doing your 53-man roster? I mean, Sancho, more than 83 days from now. I usually do 53-man roster projection in August. So hopefully you're still watching in August. I know you will be. If you all don't know, I had dinner with Sancho and his daughter, Michaela. She's a freaking warrior, man. But Chuck's there, too. You can see him in the bottom of the picture. Yeah, 53-man roster. That's not going to be until probably August. So subscribe. I don't want you to miss it. Ledge Storyteller. Hey, Mitch, assuming we get a vet quarterback, how does Jaren Hall sound as a quarterback grooming project? So he's a quarterback from BYU. I saw one guy say that he reminds him of Patrick Mahomes because there's a baseball connection. Let me be real with you. Jaren Hall is the Dollar General, Walmart version of Patrick Mahomes. Does Hall have some background tendencies and has weird arm motions? Yeah. Not even close to the same arm strength. Not even close to the same type of quarterback, if I'm being real with you. If you want to take him in round 6, at that point, go for it. But Jaren Hall might crack my top 10 of my quarterback prospects. Let's go to Raider Kiko 74. Will Waller be back? I would say there's a 75% chance that Waller's back. Like, if you're Josh McDaniels, you're Dave Ziegler, if you're going to make a deal for Aaron Rodgers, you want to win now. Darren Waller helps you win now. The only way that I would see them possibly moving on from Waller is if it helps the Rodgers deal get done. Maybe if you can add an extra draft pick, if you get thrown in, an offensive lineman, a defensive player, something in that regard. Let's go to the next one, rolling in here from Ethan Klein. Do you think Kelly Ringo could fall to 38? I don't think so. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't love Ringo. I think his tape is definitely good enough to get him taken in the first round. He's also a really good athlete. Like, people are going to fall in love with athletes. As soon as that combine comes around, people are going to fall in love with really, really good athletes. So, and that's what Ringo is. Ringo's a hell of an athlete. You can't dispute that. Let's go to Michael. What's up, bro? I heard Keenan Allen will get cut. He's a Raider fan, friends with Tay. Thoughts on this? There is a rumor going on, Keenan Allen potentially getting moved on from. That's from Dov Kleiman. I mean, they need to be able to create some money. They're going to be paying Justin Herbert, I believe, over $50 million this offseason, and that takes some moolah. Keenan Allen has dealt with a lot of soft tissue injuries of late. Yes, he grew up being a Raiders fan. I don't know how much barbecue chicken is left for him at the table. If you don't at least show interest a little bit in Allen, I think you're crazy. The problem here with the Raiders is this. If, let's say, it costs $15, $16, $20 million a year to get Allen, I don't know exactly what his contract is, but if I'm Keenan Allen, I want at least $15 million per year, right? Do you spend $15 million on Keenan Allen to be your number 2 receiver, or you spend $15 million and go get 2 or 3 different players on your defensive side of the football? Like, I love Keenan Allen. I'm going to lean towards the defensive side of the football. Let's go to Chris. Does Jacobs want to be franchise tagged? Probably not. I wouldn't want to be franchise tagged if I was coming off a career year. Hang on a second. Yeah, we do it. We got some breaking news right now here on the Raiders Report. We're going to have to wrap up this mailbag real quick. So let me know, should Las Vegas tag Josh Jacobs even if he doesn't want to be tagged? Type Y for yes, or I want you to type your N for no. Let me know down in the comments and the mailbag right here.